You guys also what's good? How you guys doing? Trust me, it's your boy Taki, your big man also with a big man stuff. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had an amazing night. Today is Tuesday, another day to start afresh if you need to start afresh. Anyways, this is us saying thank you to the maker of life, to the giver of life, that's to Jehovah himself. Thank you for giving us a brand new day, and so we are grateful and then we are glad we are in it. Hope you guys are doing fine at work today. Trust us to give you news that concerns music across the country. This is Gusto News. Moving on today, we'll begin our news with Rema. Rema is that guy who has been the biggest exporter of music across the country. This guy has done so well for himself and obviously for the Afrobeat genre. We saw at the time, Rema actually was eligible for about 4 platinum in the USA after making sales of over 4 million units. Rema has been amazing. The song Calm Down has been that song that has changed the face of Afrobeat, and for that we give massive kudos to Rema and the team for that one. Moving on, we saw Rema being eligible, not just eligible this time, but then surpassing 500 million views on YouTube for the song Calm Down, not the remix, but then the initial song Calm Down, and then that's a massive one obviously to the team and obviously Rema for that achievement. We saw Rema actually announcing this tour which began already, and then he's saying for this tour I'm taking 2 of my very good friends. Obviously, number 1, I'm taking Victoni with me on this tour, and then unexpectedly I'm also going to be going with Crayon. Crayon is my brother, he's my friend, and he's going to be joining me on this tour, so Afrobeat can expand, and obviously you guys can get to see what these guys sound like on their own personal song. Now moving on, we saw Rema and Rose's album have been certified platinum in Canada. At the same time, Rema and Rose's album becomes the best-selling African album in the country. Canada is gradually becoming like the UK and France, where they consume Afrobeat effortlessly. We saw Davido doing the tour in Canada where it was a sold-out show, and obviously became the first African artist to sell out that space in Canada, talking at the Budweiser stage. And obviously these guys are resonating with Afrobeat, and Rema this time got a platinum with the project Rema and Roses in Canada, becoming the best African album in that country. It just shows that Afrobeat is becoming a big deal. And at the time we used to have likes of hip-hop doing good, but now you cannot underestimate the power of Afrobeat. So good one to everybody who has made their beats to make sure Afrobeat is where it is today. Moving on, we saw Rema Calm Down also is now eligible for 2 platinum in the UK after making sales of over 1.2 million Brit units. Rema is amazing, and obviously all his numbers are showing forth in what he's doing. In the US, about 4 platinum, and now with the UK, about 2 platinum after making about 1.2 million unit sales, which means about 600,000 unit sales is a platinum, and then 1.2 actually means 2 platinum. Big ones to Rema on that one. Now for the Billboard Hot 100, we saw a twist in the numbers and how they are arranged. We saw last night going back to number 1 with Morgan Wallen. It went back to number 1. After last week, we had The Vampire with Oliver Rodrigo as number 1, but this week Morgan Wallen has gone back to his position, leaving Fast Cars number 2, and then Vampire with Oliver Rodrigo as number 3, and then Rema with Calm Down as number 4. Stubborn song, stubborn boy. Obviously, from this part of the world, we are so stubborn and then we don't give up easily. Rema has proven that to himself and obviously remain as number 4. That's a massive one to Rema on that one. Now for the Billboard Global 200, including the US, we saw Vampire as number 1 with Oliver Rodrigo. We saw Super Shine number 2. We have Lala number 3. We have I Can See You with Taylor Swift number 4. We have Creole Summer as number 5. Flowers as number 6. Fuck Me as number 7, and then Calm Down with Rema as number 8. At the same time, for the Billboard Global, excluding the US, we have Lala number 1, Super Shine number 2, Vampire number 3, Idol number 4, Flowers number 5, Creole Summer number 6, Cupid number 7, Sprinter number 8, La Baby number 9, and obviously Calm Down by Rema on number 10. Beat by beat, Rema is making a statue for himself in these zones, and that's a massive one to Rema, and obviously a big win to Afrobeat on that one. Moving on, we have Burna Boy Odogu for a reason as the next guy on the news. We saw at the point Burna Boy is set to headline the first National Bank Stadium in Johannesburg, that is South Africa, on the 23rd day of September in the year 2023. And now, just so you know, the capacity is about 94,736, almost 100,000 capacity. Burna Boy is set to headline that stadium, obviously taking the gospel of his music across to South Africa. Massive one to Burna Boy for doing good for himself and obviously for the Afrobeat community. Moving on, we saw Jay Olsen and Burna Boy came through the song called Masculine, and that song actually is now on number 9 on the UK Tidal Top 100 song. Massive one to Burna Boy. Recall that Jay also had a song with Naira Marley, which obviously has been doing amazingly well ever since they dropped the project. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy last surpassing 290 million streams on Spotify. Massive one again to Burna Boy. It is becoming no more news that Burna Boy is actually the biggest artist on Spotify, with his numbers and records are showing forth for him on that space. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy historic sold out concert at the London Stadium. According to them, about 60,000 capacity, but then at full stretch, 80,000 capacity will be available to stream on Apple Music live on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, July 19th at 12 p.m. So they're saying, we want to stream the concert. What Burna Boy did was an amazing one, and they want to stream it on Apple Music. You can come stream it beginning from tomorrow at 12 p.m. Burna Boy alone can do this thing. So massive one to Burna Boy. Obviously, big shout out to the Apple Music for making this one a reality. Moving on, we saw it said that every good thing must come to an end, and this time Love Damini tour is about to come to an end. Burna Boy is set to do the final tour for the Love Damini on it's going to be taking place in Netherlands at the Gelredome Stadium in Netherlands on the 23rd day of July for the year 2023. That is Burna Boy final Love Damini tour. Burna Boy has spanned through the year with Love Damini tour, gone everywhere, every space, shut down every space available, and then he's saying we are set to move on from this tour and go to the next project and obviously begin the tour for that one. And this one is going to end in Netherlands, and obviously fans really had an amazing time while it lasted. Moving on, we have Fireboy as the next guy on the news. We saw when he came through the song with Drink Water, and guess who was on the song? We have John Bellion also was on the song, and then we had John Baptiste on the song where they featured Burna Boy, and obviously a massive one. Fireboy is becoming a generation. Like, a lot of persons want to work with this guy because of how it sounded, but for Fireboy, it sounds a lot like R&B, and then obviously the R&B guys want to work with him, and it just shows the fact that beat by beat, Fireboy is becoming the global artist he has always wanted to be. Now moving on, we saw Yawa by Fireboy actually surpassing 5 million views on YouTube. That's a massive one to Fireboy on that one. At the same time, we saw Bandana with Ashake at the time it dropped last year. Massive jam. A lot of persons love the project. Trust me, on YouTube that project was an amazing one. TJ Mori came through the project, and then they pictured the song the way it was supposed to be. Amazing video by TJ Mori, and then that song was an amazing one at the time it dropped. And then just so you know, Bandana have surpassed 500 million streams across all platforms, inclusive of Boomplay, Audiomack, Apple Music, Spotify, all platforms. That song has surpassed 500 million streams, and that's a massive one to Fireboy on that one. Moving on, we saw Tiwa Savage coming through with an interview, and then Tiwa Savage came out to say, talking about her tour in November, and then she said, according to her, she's gonna be releasing singles before the tour. The interviewer asked her if we should expect an album, and then she's saying she's taking her time, but before the tour she's gonna be having singles, a lot of singles, but definitely not an album, because she's taking her time to work on an album. And then she also mentioned the fact that for this album coming, it is going to be strictly R&B, no Afrobeat, strictly R&B. She called R&B her first love, and then she is saying this project is going to be filled with my first love, which is R&B, and I'm taking my time to make sure I give you guys the best. And then she said it's going to be a very deep one, and obviously fans all over the world can't wait to see how deep that album would be from Tiwa Savage. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and trust me, like I said, I'll catch you guys on the very next one. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourself.